So what could a luxury hotel deep in the mountains possibly have in common with an AI research lab and a global shipping container? Well, believe it or not, the answer is a single audacious playbook. Today we're going inside the Elite Grow Group, a company that's betting big on a very, very different way to build an empire.
So here's our roadmap. First, we've got to start with the visionary founder, Usman Najam. Then we'll break down the three main pillars of his enterprise: AI, global commerce, and luxury experiences. And stick around, because at the end, we'll reveal the one powerful philosophy that ties it all together.
All right, let's dive in. At the absolute heart of this sprawling ecosystem is one person, Usman Najam. You really have to understand that every company, every single strategy, is a direct extension of his unique way of looking at the world.
And this one quote, it's pretty much the key to the entire playbook. See, it's not about profits first. It's about using technology and what he calls moonshots, these huge, radical, ambitious ideas to solve the biggest problems you can possibly imagine.
He doesn't even see himself as just a CEO. He's a cloud innovator and researcher. And that's not just some fancy title, it's a core strategy. By building his work deep inside Google's powerful ecosystem, he gets to use cutting-edge tools that let him build companies others simply can't.
So that focus on tech brings us perfectly to the first pillar, artificial intelligence. For Elite Grow, AI isn't just another department on the org chart. No, it's the core engine they're using to build the future, and they are placing some massive bets on it.
And that bet has a pretty big number attached to it, $50 million. Now that's the revenue target for just one of their AI ventures, the Forbes Pakistan AI Academy. So the big question is, how in the world do they plan to hit a number like that?
Well, their strategy is incredibly diverse. They're not just teaching AI. They're actually building AI-powered software, they're training massive corporations, and they're even using AI to tackle huge challenges like pharmaceutical research and development. It's a true full-stack approach to the technology.
And this all loops back to the founder's core identity as a Google innovator. Look, this isn't some casual partnership. As a certified premier partner, he has access to Google's most powerful tools, from the Gemini AI model to the futuristic Project Astra. That gives his ventures a massive, massive technological edge.
Okay, but all this high-tech futuristic vision needs a real-world foundation, right? And that's exactly where the second pillar comes in, powering global commerce. Long before they were training AI models, they were moving things like cars and metals across entire continents.
You can see how the group's commercial side just evolved so quickly. It kicked off in 2018 with government supply contracts, then made a sharp pivot into global metal recycling. After that, it completely shook up the automotive import market, and by 2023 it was making a huge strategic expansion into the UK. Every step was a deliberate move up the ladder.
And I mean, just look at the sheer breadth of these operations. It's kind of staggering. Logistics, pharma, automotive, and industrial metals. We're talking about 4 completely different industries, yet somehow Elite Grow is operating successfully in all of them.
And they definitely get results. After a major strategic and marketing overhaul, their automotive division alone generated over $2.5 million US. That's 70 crore Pakistani rupees. This proves their model isn't just about owning businesses, it's about fundamentally transforming them from the inside out.
So we've got cutting-edge AI, and we've got heavy industry. What could possibly be the third pillar? You guessed it, high-end luxury hospitality. It really seems like it's a world away from the others, but trust me, the ambition is exactly the same.
Their luxury brand is called Guven Residence, and it has a very clear mission: take all the standards of a 5-star city hotel and plant them right in the heart of the mountains.
And that global standard is specific. It means total security, super fast internet, and premium comforts, no matter how remote the location is. And hey, it's not just a promise. A 4.9-star rating from over 200 international bookings pretty much proves they're delivering on it.
But here's the really cool part. They're not just tweaking the old hotel model. They're trying to completely reinvent it. With their Elite X Smart Hotels, they use these incredible luxury shipping containers to build zero-waste properties in places where a traditional hotel would be absolutely impossible to build. It's a radical solution to a really complex problem.
And you know, this quote from a digital nomad who stayed there just captures it perfectly. You get that authentic, rugged travel experience, but you don't have to sacrifice any of the comfort and security that modern travelers need. It's the best of both worlds. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've got AI, we have global trade, and we have luxury travel. How do these pieces, which seem so random, actually fit together?
Well, there is one powerful philosophy that connects every single venture in the Elite Grow Group.
It all comes down to the moonshot philosophy. Now, this idea was inspired by Google's famous X Factory, and is simple. Don't solve small problems. Find a massive, systemic challenge and then attack it with a radical, technology-driven solution that seems almost impossible at first.
And this question, taken directly from their own internal innovation library, it just reveals their entire mindset. They're not asking, how can we improve the electric grid? They're asking, why does this thing even exist in its current form, and can we build something 10 times better? So when you boil it all down, this is the 4-step playbook. Step 1, find a huge problem. Step 2, apply a radical tech-driven solution. Step 3, build a business around it. And Step 4, scale it globally. From AI drug discovery to container hotels, this is the exact same formula, applied over and over and over again.
Which leaves us with a fascinating question, right? In an age where every business expert tells you to specialize, to find your niche, Elite Grow is doing the exact opposite. They're building a diversified, tech-forward conglomerate that's united by one audacious philosophy. So the real question is this: are we looking at the blueprint for the next generation of empire builders,